show us very briefly the secret to the wealth of David Oyedepo Ministries International. It's my prayer that you will learn and ask God for wisdom before you apply. If you have listened to Papa Oyedepo, you hear him say that when he began ministry, the Lord told him to raise people and he will have all the money he needed for ministry. If you have been listening to him also, you will realize that he says that in the mouth of every fish caught is a coin. So if you go out on evangelism and bring souls into the church, in the mouth of every single soul brought into the church is a coin. These are fundamental principles that Papa runs with. These principles guide all his activities and operations in the David Oyedepo Ministries International. Papa has been seriously committed to raising an army of adherents called winners worldwide. He has taught them extensively on the prosperity mandate, the giving covenant, giving and receiving. Now, as the multitude flock into the ministry and having been taught and impacted, giving is not difficult for them to do. They don't find it difficult to give. Winners worldwide find it very, very easy to give. They give, and I mean they give sacrificially. Winners are givers. The question is, what happens to the money that is received? How is the money received, spent? You are going to watch a short video. Papa tells us how they spend the money that God brings into the ministry. Before I share that video for us to watch and hear from Papa's mouth, please know that what Papa is saying is what guides the financial operations of the Living Faith Church worldwide and of David Oyedepo's Ministries International worldwide. Let's watch. I will come back. Hallelujah.
You must have a well-defined income. You know, my income in this church was 300 naira at the beginning. What was it? That is the only affordable from our level, because we are not permitted by principle to go beyond 30% of our income. Because you might want to wonder, how did you get that? We are not permitted to go beyond 30% of our income as overhead. So that defines what you can employ. Can I hear your amen? No, that someone saying, say God told them. In ministry, we have a lot of that. God told me to come here to work. I said,
you've heard Papa. He said by principle, they are not supposed to spend more than 30% of any money that comes into the ministry on overhead. That means salaries for every worker, admin, expenses, and all the other stuff that has to do rather with running the ministry must not exceed 30%. After everything is spent on overhead, 10% is given out to a higher ministry as tithe. The remaining 60% is kept on reserve. That is the financial guideline of the Living Faith Church. I'll give examples in the next video, but for now I want to say that if you get, for instance, 100 million in a month and you spend 30% on overhead, that means you are spending 30 million on overhead. Then 10% is given, or 10 million as tithe. Then 60 million is kept back. If you do that for 1 year, for 2 years, for 3 years, you're going to understand why the ministry is super rich. I will show us in the next video where God's servant got that principle of 30% overhead from, so that you can understand properly. In the meanwhile, watch this video again and please learn lessons.